Hello, I'm Garibaldi FM and welcome to episode 2 of my designer son career in Football Manager 2020. Last episode we just played the first season, or simmed the first season for Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was at Exeter City, but there were offers made by several Premier League and Championship sides, so it looks like he's probably going to move. We've now simmed the game on to June 2021. So let's go and see where he is. He's almost certainly going to have moved, but I've no idea where to. So, where is he? He's gone to Liverpool. Okay, fair enough. I was going to say, I can't imagine he played many games, no. Although he did play a couple in the league and a couple of games in the cup as well, so not bad. He's available for loan. How much did they buy him for then? 1.4 million. See, it's bad for Exeter because some of the teams were bidding about 2.5 million. So they've lost out a little bit there. But he's available for loan, so perhaps he'll be at Bournemouth, Palace or Wolves. So he's got some good Premier League teams looking at him on loan. I'm assuming those three are all still in the Premier League. Wolves, Palace aren't, but yeah, could be getting some game time perhaps a bit. Okay, so we've reached the end of season 3 now. So Giuseppe was at Liverpool, not really made a breakthrough. He was available for loan. So let's have a look, see where he is. I'm guessing he's not been sold from Liverpool because he's still a young player, so you'd have thought they're going to be interested in trying to develop him a bit more. There he is, still at Liverpool. Value's gone up. I think he's got a new contract. I don't think he was on that much before. Again, not played a lot. 1 start in the league, 7 games involved in total. I think the stats might have gone up a little bit more again. I don't think his strength was in double figures before. He's definitely become better at being a centre back and a right winger since when he first started out. But yeah, not been on loan anywhere, but just a little bit more game time than the season before. Let's see, Brighton are interested in taking him on loan, although he's not available for loan right now. Just another development season there, I think, really. He's picked up a lot more in under 21 caps. I think he had 2 or 3 before, so he's perhaps played like 12 times or so for the under 21s now, so he's definitely a regular fixture for them. He's described as a wonder kid now, so that's pretty good. He's didn't really achieve too much in any of the games he played, but in his non-competitive games racked up pretty much an assist every other game, so that's good going. So he certainly looks like he's going to be a creative player. Probably the creative player England have been looking for in their midfield for a little while, so he could fill a gap there perhaps. He's on international duty at the moment with the under 21s, and he seems to be just generally quite happy. He wants to break into the first team, so perhaps if he doesn't break in soon, he'll be looking for a move, perhaps somewhere else where he might get the game time that he's after. Okay. I think we'll pause the video again there and skip on another 12 months and see where he is. Okay, so we've reached the end of season 4. Let's have a look what's happened to Giuseppe. Hopefully he's had a few more games for Liverpool, because he'll be 20 now, I think. So he needs to start getting a few games. There he is, he's still at Liverpool. He's definitely got a new contract because he was not on 60 grand before. His value's gone up to 21 million. His stats have definitely gone up because he wasn't all green there. Strength's gone up to 12, so yeah, definitely starting to see some increases in his stats now. He played, admittedly off the bench, but played quite a bit for Liverpool last season. Starting to rack up the assists as well. He's turning into quite a decent midfielder now. But then he's 20, so he's about time he started to break in a bit more. He didn't play that much for the under 21s, which is strange. He played less than he did the year before. But yeah, average rating wasn't great, but then that might be because he was getting short amount of games, perhaps a lot of substitute appearances, so that might have been why. Perhaps he wasn't getting enough time to really influence the games as much as you'd like. So he always had one major injury. That was about 18 months ago, where he was out for 2 months. But generally, he's been pretty injury free. He's had a few minor things for a week or so, and then last summer he was out for 3 weeks, but nothing too bad at all. Any milestones? He's been part of this season's Carabao Cup winning side for Liverpool, and a couple of years ago he was in the FIFA Club World Cup winning squad, but that would have certainly just been as a bit part player. I don't know how much he played in the Carabao Cup, but might have been a bit possibly because he played 4 and 3 sub appearances in cups, so probably quite worthy of a medal there. But yeah, certainly some improvement, so he's going the right way. He's obviously not up for transfer at the moment, and given that he's now starting to break into the squad, I'm thinking that he isn't going to leave Liverpool unless it's for a bigger team, maybe, if he goes on to do really well. But then Liverpool have come for, oh my God, Tottenham won the league. Absolute madness. So yeah, he has. Liverpool have gone first, second. So I mean, they're obviously a big side anyway. So it's perhaps only if like one of the really big sides like Real Madrid or Barcelona, perhaps someone like that comes in. But I don't know if he's good enough for them. Certainly not yet anyway, considering he's not properly broken into the Liverpool side. Who's he playing it? So okay, he's played in defence in the last game. Interesting. That's a good thing he can play in a few places. So he's got Arthur and Rodri trying to keep him out in midfield. And he's come in for Van Dijk, perhaps, who's on international duty. But it's a good, solid season. Okay, well, we'll pause it there and skip on one more season, and then that'll be it for this episode. Okay, so we've gone on one more season, so this is the end of season 5 now. Let's take a look. I think he's still going to be at Liverpool. He's getting more and more game time as the seasons go by, so I can't see that they're going to want to be getting rid of him yet. So let's have a look. I wonder if he'll have made his England debut. I'm going to say not yet, is my guess. Because he's not really been, well, up till now he's not really been getting big game time for Liverpool, but is he still at Liverpool? He's got 1 England cap. Came on as a substitute. Okay, so he's started 15 matches, so almost half the games. He's getting quite regular football now. His strength's definitely improved. His sort of physical stats are going up. Passing's definitely got a bit better. Just everything's just ramping up a little bit season by season, isn't it? So that's good. Scored a couple of goals in the league, another one in Europe. I mean, he played a lot in the Champions League then. I mean, mostly subs, but he did come on. Must have played pretty much all their games. So his average rating's vastly improved from last year, although last year might have been because so many of them were sub appearances, possibly. But yeah, so he's played 29 of 38, so sort of 3/4 of the matches in some capacity, which is very good for someone that age, I'd say. Not picked up any injuries at all this season, so that's very good as well. Yeah, not really anything going on the transfer front. You'd expect that now because he's really settled at Liverpool. You'd have thought, given that he's playing lots. Yeah, I would like to be captain of the club one day. Is he future captain material? Leadership 12? Yeah, he could be. He could be a future captain because that'll probably get better as he gets older and more experienced anyway. So he is a definite future captain. He's not a wonder kid anymore. That might be because he's sort of arrived and is now a bit older and is a sort of proper player, perhaps. Did he win anything? Runners-up in the Champions League. He was Young Player of the Month in October, but it looks like Liverpool didn't actually win anything. Only third in the league, so yeah, Champions League runners-up is as good as it got this season for him. And his England debut. They missed out, but that was a close finish. See what happened last game. So Man City won last game, Liverpool won, and Tottenham won. So all three of them won. So it didn't actually change last season. It'd been interesting if perhaps Liverpool and Spurs had lost or drawn, and Man City might have snuck up from third to first last game. But that's a very, very good season for him, I'd say. So anything else we want to look at while we're here? So he made his debut against Ukraine at the end of March. Eddie Howe is the England manager. There we go. Could happen in real life one day. Okay, I think we'll stop there. That'll be the end of this episode as well as the end of the season. So we're 5 seasons in. And we'll pick it up next time and see how season 6 goes.